farm girl looks. Level brown eyes, honest as the day is long. A wide, full mouth, that easy smile. Red lipstick. Katie Cocker don't put on airs. She don't have to. She don't have to take off those 12 extra pounds if she don't want to, either. She looks okay. She looks fine. She's made it, and made it her own way. God knows she's paid her dues, too. Some of the events of her life are just tragic, but she's weathered them. She's still here. She's still singing her heart out. It does seem like more things happen to country artists than to anybody else. Have you ever noticed? It's like they have more events in their lives. God knows she's lived through some events. Katie Cocker is well over 40 now and looks it. There's something about her that says, "Hello, honey, this is who I am, and I don't give a damn what you think about me. Take it or leave it," she says. This sassy attitude, coupled with her down-home warmth, has made Katie a big favorite with men and women both. She wouldn't let anybody walk all over her. But she likes men. You can tell. You can always tell. Of course, she's gotten real religious in recent years. All the big stars get religion at a certain point. In fact, that's Billy Jack Reams sitting up there at the table with her. He's the little one wearing the robe. They call him the spiritual leader of the stars. It must be some kind of a press conference. Katie sits up on a stool, surrounded by regular reporters, plus one prim, snippy virgin from the BBC, holding a microphone. "What's the name of the album?" somebody asks. "Shall We Gather at the River," Katie says. "That's the name of an old hymn we used to sing in church up on Grassy Branch." "Is it going to be all religious songs?" somebody wants to know. "Oh, no, not at all," Katie says. "It's going to have lots of different kinds of songs on it, as a matter of fact. All of them associated with my family. That's the Bailey family, down over the years." "Well, down by Grassy Branch will be on it for sure," Katie answers another question. "And Living on Love, and Melungeon Man. R.C. Bailey wrote both of those, and they were big hits for the Grassy Branch girls. We'll do White Linen, which has always been one of my favorites. It's an old ballad that came into the family when my granddaddy Durwood Bailey married Tampa Raynette in 1910. Yes, Tampa is coming. She really is. My cousin Little Virginia is bringing her and R.C. too. RCA is flying them all over here in a private plane. Lord, I don't even know. About 100, I reckon. They're both bound to be pushing 100. And the Cuckoo Song. It's another old ballad that goes way back. Yes, she is. Rose Annie is definitely coming, too. They're releasing her from Brushy Mountain State Prison just to cut this album. That's one reason we're going to cut it live. I don't know. I just don't know. I'd sure like to have Subdivision Wife on here if she wants to sing it. No, I'm producing this one myself. Yes, that's right. I've formed my own company. This is Carol Bliss, my associate. Heads turn toward Carol Bliss, a trim, dark-haired woman in a red business suit, but no flashbulbs pop. Katie keeps on answering questions. She's real patient with the reporters. She acts like she's got all the time in the world, but Carol Bliss keeps on looking at her watch and rolling her eyes like she's saying, "Oh, brother," in her mind. Young RCA employees circle the scene, facilitating things. They are good at communicating and facilitating. You can tell them by their sculptured haircuts. Christmas carols float through the air. There are so many people crowded up to the porch to watch this interview that strolling hotel guests can hardly push past. A lot of them just stay, in fact, swelling the crowd. "Any minute now," Katie says. "We're expecting them any minute." When Katie Cocker answers a question, she leans forward on her stool and speaks right to the one who asked it. She looks you dead in the eye. "That's a pretty complicated question for me to answer," she says now, slowly, to the woman from the BBC. "I have to admit, there was a time when all I wanted to do was get out of that valley. I was just dying to get away from home. What I didn't understand, all those years when I was waiting for my life to start, was that it had already started. I was already living it. Those were the most important years, and I didn't even know it. But I was real young then, and foolish, like we all are. I wanted to be somebody different. I wanted to be me. And I thought that the way to do this was to put as much distance as possible between me and Grassy Branch. So I did that. And I took some chances, and I got knocked flat a couple of times. I guess I'm Phi Beta Kappa in the School of Hard Knocks. But I'd get right back up and keep on going. I made a lot of mistakes. I thought I had to do it all by myself, see? It took me a long time to understand that not a one of us lives alone, outside of our family or our time, and that who we are depends on who we were and who our people were. There's a lot of folks in this business that don't believe that, of course. They think you can just make yourself up as you go along. The trick is to keep on moving. But I can't do this. I come from a singing family. We go way back. I know where we're from. I know who we are. The hard part has been figuring out who I am, because I'm not like any of them. And yet, they are bone of my bone. Part 1. This world is not my home. There once lived a fair maid named Kate Malone. You could not help but follow. Fell in love with a preacher's son, way down in Cold Spring Holler. He said, "Put away your dancing shoes, if you would be my Donny. Leave your fiddle hanging on the wall, and cleave unto me only. Come lay with me on my bed of pain. Come lay with me, my lady. There's many a man to give you a ring, but I will give you salvation." Soon Kate, she lost her merry laugh. She was like to lose her beauty. Tied back her hair of purest gold, bore 3 babes out of duty.
One. Old Man Ira Keene. That the one you mean? Speak up. Well, that there's the preacher's son, and I'll play it plumb through for you by and by. But first, I'll tell you how come I was to write it in the first place. A song don't just spring out of nowhere, you know. It'll grow in your mind like a honeysuckle vine, just a wrapping itself around all the times and all